Plus, it's going to take a few minutes for you guys to come on live. Alrighty. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm in between dinners, so I'm going to be live streaming for about 50 minutes while I put this puzzle together. But yeah, we're live. Building a puzzle. Putting together a puzzle. Not playing poker right now. I'm probably going to play later on today. Having a pretty decent week. It helps to have decent weeks. Ooh, got a piece together. So, got a bunch of tournaments coming up. Both online and live. I'm going to be at the Venetian. Wayne and I have got a meetup game there December 6th. And Wayne and I are going to be there from the 4th through the 18th. So, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Appreciate you guys checking it out. Last I checked, the Lions were kicking some ass. It was like 23 to something. What is the score? If somebody wants to give me an update. Where are you guys tuning in from? Show you guys what I'm working on for this puzzle. This is what we've got for the puzzle so far. I'm working on putting the blue together. So we got this cool puzzle board. And I usually play puzzles while I play poker in the wintertime because it makes it to where I can play better poker. And so we got this puzzle board and it's got 4 different drawers in it. So when we were doing all the edges, we separated the colors in the different drawers. So this thing was like, I don't know how much it was, but I love it. I already love it. This is our second puzzle we're putting together on it in 2 days. So we put a wooden piece puzzle together of a Yeti, and it was wooden. I can show you guys in just a second. Let me grab it. We started gluing it. That's one of the things I'm going to do today. But it's a wooden Yeti puzzle. So, it looks like one of the pieces already got disconnected. There we go. Probably should have used carpenter's glue or something, but we'll see. I used Mod Podge, which is what I usually use for puzzles anyways. C G G G to G G M G G G. Hi, Mom. What up, Cameron? So, what do you guys do when you're playing poker online that helps you focus better playing poker online? Let me know. I'm curious. All right. Now I'm getting a few text messages. That happens from time to time. It's easier if you guys just message it right here, because I do post my phone number in case people want to message me about stuff, whether they want coaching or whatever the case may be. How do I put my phone number in there? Oh, here we go. I can no. Oh, do I post it right here? Nope. I'm trying to figure out how I respond. Well, it don't matter. I'm doing good today. How are you? Putting some puzzles together. I'm a little buzzed. Had first dinner. First dinner was at 1:30. Next dinner is at 4:30. So I've got like 45 minutes. Did you already have Thanksgiving dinner, or are you having Thanksgiving dinner tonight? What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Are you guys having a big family dinner? Did you already have it? Is the turkey coma coming in? The tryptophan? The only thing that's missing from my Thanksgiving, you're going to Thanksgiving right now. Well, that's nice. How many people are going to be at your Thanksgiving dinner? I'm fortunate enough to live 2 miles away from both the in-laws and the parents. So I'm fortunate enough and thankful that I live next to them. So that way I can see both of them on holidays. Our tradition for Thanksgiving is you go and say what you're thankful for. Everybody does that around the table. What kind of Thanksgiving traditions do you guys have? Whoa. Luffy? Did I pronounce it correctly? Let's fucking go. Yeah. Student Matt, are you one of my students currently? Oh, I'm glad I got your name right, Luffy. I do one-on-one coaching if you guys ever wanted, if you're interested in that. I charge $125 per session if you do single sessions, or if you do a 5-block session, I charge $500, and then the blocks don't expire. So if you use one and then you use one like 3 weeks from there, you know. Cali Matt, oh, what's up, Cali Matt? I know who you are. Are you playing in any of the tournaments around Sacramento? And has your mom gotten better at No Limit Hold'em? See, once you said Cali Matt, I know exactly who you are. Ha ha! I might be a little buzzed, but I've got a good memory. Most of the times I'm terrible with names, too. Well, I'm going to be at the Win the 4th through the 18th, but mostly I'll be at the Venetian, their new poker room. Of course, I get paid to endorse them. But their new poker room is really good. And they've got $10 double board bomb pots going all the time. They have Big O, they have PLO going every day now. And then they've got, of course, our mixed game, the 5-5 mix. But we're going to be there a lot, the 4th through the 18th. Yeah, your mom's still making the rookie mistake and not protecting her hands. That's unfortunate. She's gotta be more aggressive, you know. She doesn't have to slow play, especially in 1-2 or 1-3. So it might do her good to have another couple lessons. I don't know. And I'm sure, Matt, when you heard what my new prices of my lessons are, you're like, holy shit. But for my students that were with me before my prices went up, your price is whatever it was we agreed to initially. That's the way I've always been. Because that's the most fair, in my opinion. One Piece is my favorite anime. You know, we just watched One Piece like 2 weeks ago. My wife and I did. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. You know, Finding Treasure, Captain Rogers. I really enjoyed One Piece on Netflix. That was a really good show. I'll try to make Vegas couple moments. Cool, thanks, Godfather Dan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when are you going to be at the Win, Matt? Do you know what days? All right, be right back. It's a good thing. But yeah, One Piece was pretty cool. I really liked One Piece. Got about another 30, 40 minutes. Just full disclosure. When I was on earlier today, boy, some guy had a lot of questions about taxes. But I think he was not from the United States, because I think he was talking about getting taxed like 30%. So my guess is he was probably European. You know, but those were all real good questions for him to ask. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them to me. It is a beautiful day. It's like 30 degrees. You know, one of the things I love about the UP, man, when it's 30 degrees, when it's crisp and it's cool, it's like the freshest air in the world, bro. Like, that's the way air is supposed to be, not polluted. You know, like in California, which is beautiful, by the way, but I know when you look out to the ocean, they have like that ocean haze. And I don't think that's pollution, but I know there are times when they have a haze and it is pollution, and it's like you don't ever see that in the UP ever. Like I remember when I saw that, I was like, "What the hell is that?" You know, it's pretty bizarro. So fresh air though. I do watch some anime. I watch Arcane, on which of course I play League of Legends, but so Arcane was really good, and it was funny because the character Jinx really reminded me of my daughter. But that's a whole different story. Depends with work, but I was thinking of December 14th, 5 card PLO tournament. Well, I'll probably be in that tournament. So that'll be cool. When you get into Vegas, just shoot me a text. Yeah. When you get at Vegas, just shoot me a text, brother. So usually we do like a WhatsApp group with text with everybody who's in Vegas. That like plays in our at the Madhouse, or people who might want to play at the Madhouse. So when you get in Vegas, shoot us a text, because then we'll be like, there'll be like a group of like, sometimes there'll be like 7 of us, and we'll be like, oh, we're gonna go out to eat at such and such place if everybody wants to hook up, you know. And it's nice because then you're with other poker players, you know. I watched all the episodes on One Piece. But greetings from Russia. Oh, you know, I had a friend of mine, or an acquaintance, who won the 10K bracelet event. I want to say mixed, and he was Russian. I'm thinking of his name right now. I played a lot of pot limit with him. I played Big O with him. I played a lot of tournaments with him, like for the last 3 or 4 years. And if you guys can look that up, great. But I was so proud of him because he ended up winning against that guy who has the Facebook group Team Michigan Poker. So the guy was the Michigan player who got second. So the guy who got first in the $2,200 win event last year was the guy that got second in the bracelet event. But he was Russian. But I remember he was so proud. Right after he wins the 10K bracelet, he was also in day 2 of the mixed event, the 3K mixed event that I was in as well. And he was at the final table, you know, because he was playing heads up for the bracelet. And he ends up winning the bracelet, wins the bracelet, and just hops straight into day 2 of the 3K. It's pretty funny. Sorry, all the talking gets my throat dry. But we've got about another 30-ish minutes. What stakes do you play at? Oh, I play at it depends. The lowest I've played is like 25 cent, 50 cent online. The highest I've ever played is 10, 25, 50 when I was shot taking. So I'm used to playing like 5-5 with the rock, 2-2-5. 5, 10, 25, I'm bankrolled for. All of those appropriately. You know, online, I prefer playing 1-2, but I don't. When we play online at the Madhouse, like most places, when you buy into a 1-2 game, the max buy-in's 200. On the Madhouse, the max buy-in's 1,000. So I like playing that because it's deep stakes online. I've had, like, I even was talking to somebody about doing a 5-10 online, and their 5-10 online had the same buy-ins as our 2-4 does. And I was like, you know, the blinds sometimes aren't what's important necessarily on online poker. Plus, it doesn't mimic proper play or playing live. So that's one thing I like about the Madhouse is that deep stack buy-in. Yeah. I like your live streams. Thank you. I just started doing them because we got Starlink, and before we had really shitty internet connection with TDS because we live in the middle of fucking nowhere. So I decided to start doing more live streams because there's no delay. So, um, yeah. But yeah, he was a very lucky Russian. Do, 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 do. I think I must have the nose of the tiger. Have you heard about the player Schuler Alt? No. What's going on with the player Schuler Alt? I try to avoid most things news because most of the time the news is just negative. And even in like Card Player had a news story about Alan Kessler and Daniel Negreanu bitching about F1. And I'm like, that's so negative. I mean, it brings so much money to the community. And yeah, I know it fucks up some things and it's annoying for poker players, but I think sometimes you just gotta be the bigger, I don't want to say be the bigger man, but be the wise man and say, you know, it's really good for the economy. I'll put up with it. It's like here in Michigan, in Mackinac Island, I have a really good friend of mine. Used to be my best friend in high school, Jesse Bader, who's known for being a notorious like bar manager and providing like amazing, like he was voted like #2 best bartender or something in Michigan in some bar and restaurant magazine, and he manages all the bars or most of the bars for the Grand Hotel, which owns like 60% of the island. But you know, he was telling me that a lot of the locals there really hate the tourists that come in, and he's like, but they have to understand it, like it's what generates their economy, you know. So it's like you have to appreciate it at some point. You can be a little annoyed by it, but it's part of it, you know what I mean? No, I've never played the game One Piece. That'd be kind of cool. But all right, Luffy, you have a good one. Appreciate it. Where is the tiger? It's on that side. I almost feel like some of these pieces can go down there. I'm going to have to shift. He is a very famous and successful player online. Okay. Is he like in the news lately for anything in particular? Nothing scandalous or anything, is it? Hopefully not. That would suck. You know, I'm always disappointed when I hear some like famous crusher is like getting banned for like cheating or using RTA software, because I'm like, were you ever a true crusher or did you just use RTA your whole fucking career, you know? I don't know. It's a whole different fucking topic, I guess. Alright, those look like kitty whiskers. This is like super light blue. That might even not be that. Alright, I'm gonna sit over on this side over here. So, I'm gonna go around to the other side. Again, this is the puzzle that I'm working on right now. If anybody's playing online, I'd probably jump online, but got about 20, 30 minutes or so that I'll stay playing. Just put this over here. There we go. There. Now you just look this way. Looking good, Professor. Thank you, Shada Kit. I appreciate it. Doing my best. You know, my hair is long, but I'm liking it, and I'm not gonna fucking perm it. The wife nixed that. She just said she could not sleep with Bob Ross. I'm not gonna be clean shaven again. That's one of those things I've decided. I mean, I'm gonna shave here, but month of November is No Shave November in recognition of veterans' mental health. My dad's a veteran, but he doesn't have any mental health issues. But are you gonna come build a puzzle with me? She's like, yep. Oh boy, I don't know where any of these pieces go. Get some orange eyes. Oh boy. This is not an easy one to do. I'll definitely be playing some poker tonight. And I think... Oh, I gotta go to the movie Wicked tonight. That's happening at 7. I might be online. Probably be online. Most likely. Just depends. Damn it. So what kind of Thanksgiving traditions do you guys have? How do you feel about warming up your brain before a game by multiplying 2-digit numbers? I think if you do anything that you've found works for you, including that, as long as it works for you, then continue to do it. That's what I would suggest. That's an interesting concept, because next time I play, which will be later on tonight, I'm going to contemplate whether or not I should do that. So I'll get back with you on that answer. How do you work on our PLO final tables? I terribly suck when I reach it. Whew. So when you're on the final table, you have to be even tighter. It depends on the format, but generally speaking, you have to be tighter than you were at any other point in the tournament. So what you have to start doing is just factoring in how many big blinds you have. And if you have more than 15 big blinds, you play incredibly tight. Meaning if you have king, king, queen, 10 double suited and you raise and you get 3-bet, you lay it down. Because the only thing that they're 3-betting with is aces. And you start using ICM a lot more, so it really depends on what the payout levels are. But you start playing a lot tighter on the final table. If you watch the final tables of all the bracelet events on ESPN or YouTube or whatever, you'll notice that they are playing extremely tight on the final table. So even if there's a raise, a lot of times there's going to be a call, and there's going to be at least one line of checking most times. Or if they have like a 1-to-1 SPR, it might just be jamming a call or jamming a fold. But yeah, just watch them. They play incredibly tight. So my advice is if you're getting to the final table a lot and you're not getting like top 3, just tighten up your game in an incredible amount. I hope that helps. PLO tournaments are tricky, man. They're one of those things that you're constantly shifting gears. You know, it's not necessarily like a no limit hold'em tournament where you're just kind of floating. I mean, PLO tournaments are like boom, you're like taking chances, you're trying to run up that chip stack, and then once you get to a level, you're like then you're just trying to pick people off, which is a different gear entirely. And then as you get to the final table, you're like, whoa, I'm putting this in pause, reverse, slow the F down, going 5 miles an hour under the speed limit. That's how a PLO tournament is. It's constantly shifting gears. We're in no limit hold'em. You can just like slowly build your chip stack and just remain like in third gear for a lot of the tournament. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. And let me know what you guys think. You can tell me I'm full of shit. It's okay. I embrace people who disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. And I was trying to link up these pieces to the edge, and it's just not having it. It's not the easiest one out there. I'm pretty baked. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Did the Lions win? Did the Lions win, honey?
What's that?
Did the Lions win?
I mean, I assume so, but I have not checked. What did you do to this chair?
It wasn't me, but the chair is fucked. I was gonna ask you, you know how you have those two? Do you have two gaming chairs at the studio?
Yeah.
Can you bring one home?
No.
Why not?
Because.
One's for your clients?
Yes.
Do we have another chair at the studio?
No. We sold them all.
Do we have a chair anywhere else? Do we have one at an Airbnb?
Actually, I know where there's one.
Where's one?
Walmart.
Thanks a lot. You are not full of shit. Very educative and very easy to understand. I start to slow down somewhere near where bubble starts. Then when it reaches final table or even in the money, my game feels super weak. Yeah, well, there's a difference between being in the money and final tabling. So, when you're in the money, there's still that guy that's just pot, and like running over the table. If you see that guy and you have a proper chip stack and you're in the money, you can start making a decision right there. Okay, we both have 50 bigs deep. We're both in the money. This guy's potted it 4 times in a row. Am I gonna start leaning on him and start making a run for it now or later? Okay, so if you're on a table like that, you have to factor in what the pay jumps are. So if like you're in a bracelet event and there's pay, like it starts paying at 300 and 300, like it's a $1,500 buy-in and 300th place pays out $3K. And then fucking the next pay jump is like the next, like it has some pay jumps, but the next significant pay jump from 3K to like say 4,500 is like 40th place. I'm not gonna pick that time at that point to make a run for it. But if we're down to like maybe 160th place, at that point I might, because I know if I start picking on that guy and singling that person out, I can make a deep run and make a significant pay jump. And I'd rather find that information out now rather than being at that point where I'm like, don't have any chips to move. Because if I get to that point, then I'll have a better chance of making the final table. So again, you have to, if you have somebody on your table like that, you have to pick a time when you're going to start 3-betting them and start leaning on them. On the other hand, if you're just like, I'm not sure how to act, you really want to start picking people off when you have like 40, 50, 60 bigs. And a lot of people are going to have things, you want to target anybody who has under 10 bigs because their level of range that they're going to throw it all in on you or rip it or 3-bet it against you pre-flop is a lot higher frequency. So you want to start targeting those people when you have good hands. Because then you're just picking off people that have shorter stacks than you, and you want to avoid big stacks. But if you are on a table where, like I said, you have a guy who's got the same stack as you, and you're both big stacks, and he's the one that's constantly raising, you have to look at how many people are left in the tournament to decide when are we gonna start going to war? When are we gonna go to battle or dance or whatever you want to call it? You know. What do you think, hon?
Go to battle. Yeah. I hope that information helps. But yeah, I think it's pretty solid advice. It's the same advice I'd give to my students. You're not even working on the puzzle yet. I've put together so many pieces. I know. I just want you to know I'm making deposits. So when I'm playing poker while putting together a puzzle, still making up for yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm making deposits for tonight because I far surpassed yesterday. I worked on this while you were asleep. See?
This was already put together before I went to bed.
Look at all the blue stuff I put together.
That's like 8 pieces, John.
No, it's a lot more than 8 pieces. It's totally like 20. Who sings this?
Maroon 5.
Oh.
I think they're trained.
Well,
they kind of sound the same to me.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trained. Not Maroon 5.
Alright. Fair enough.
Right half the time. Some blue dots.
Oh, thanks. That's needed more blue dots.
Oh yeah, you do.
Who are you messaging? Oh, your mom popped in here sometime today. Might have been, I don't think it was now, but earlier. She jumps on my live streams every once in a while. Did that just like dawn on you what I was saying?
Yeah, so I was like, what?
You're like, what? Yeah. Oh, let me see. I appreciate all those advices. Absolutely. Not a problem, brother. If you do want to practice tournaments, Madhouse has 2 weeks of tournaments coming up, starting on Sunday. The first one's a $2 buy-in, 1K guarantee. It's on the app, PP Poker 1810023. I do get paid to endorse them, full disclosure.
Are you just streaming and putting the puzzle together, or you?
No, we're also having a conversation, honey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm live streaming with no delay, so that way people can ask questions.
Oh. How many people is watching you put a puzzle together?
It was 6. Now we're down to 3.
I can't blame you. I give you some mad props for watching the puzzle.
But they're also asking questions, honey. Like, look, you are a good conversationalist. What online platforms are popular in my country? Well, there's GG Poker, Coin Poker, Poker Stars, MGM Poker, and then WSOP Online, and then PP Poker. But I know Russians are getting banned everywhere. Yeah. So, it was 7. Okay. I don't know what it was 7 is in reference to. Now we're up to 5. See, we did it. We got up to like 7 before. So, but yeah, you guys can ask me whatever you want. I mean, can you imagine having $1 million phone that you just couldn't ring? I don't know. That would really suck.
Sounds like a waste of money.
Yeah, it sounds like a defective phone. Return to sender for sure. But yeah, PLO Professor here, just putting the puzzles together for, it's 4:05, so we're gonna go in what, like 10 minutes?
Yep.
So in 10 minutes, I'm leaving. You guys can ask me whatever you want for 10 minutes. Finland provides great PLO players, next to US, I guess. Well, you know, Shots, we have a couple of European players at the Madhouse. The Madhouse also provides a house in Vegas for the whole month of June for all of its players. And last year, one of our European players flew over and stayed with us for 2 weeks. But yeah, you can shoot me a message if you want on WhatsApp. If you play online and you're from Finland and you're just looking to branch out a little bit, my WhatsApp number is 906-361-2509. Or if you're looking for coaching services, just shoot me a message there. I might not respond to you today because today's kind of just a hangout day, you know? But I probably would. It would just be a bit. Because 2 different dinners today. The first one was pretty laid back and relaxing. Although I will say it was kind of funny when your dad and Kathy and her stepmom was like, "When are you going to camp?" He was like, "Maybe tonight." And I said, "You know, when we've been hanging out for too long, you're like, when's your next poker trip?" And I'm like, "I can always make it earlier." But that's okay. It's funny. I love you. Ooh, the Shrek song. Coin poker and PP poker can. It's 1 a.m. for me, man. I have a nice game. Nice. Yeah, coin poker keeps wanting me to endorse them. I think I'm going to pass altogether. After thinking about it for like a week and a half, I think it's just a pass for me. You know, it's hard for me to endorse somebody that I don't know runs a completely legit game, that I don't have to worry about AIs or bots. That is why I endorse the Madhouse. I feel safest with them. But
The satellite picture.
Alrighty. That sounds awesome. I'll save the number though. Have a great day. I'd love some coaching. Absolutely, Shadakit. Shoot me a text there. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in, yeah, my coaching sessions, they're $125 for a one-on-one for an hour, or a 5-block session for $500. They don't expire. And then also with my students, if you're ever in a tournament, every time you're on break, you can text me, give me an update, so I can give you like a good tournament strategy. Based on what your chip stack size is, what the blind levels are, what kind of table you're at, and things like that. That's something that's pretty common with my students that do the 5 package thing. So there's some days where I'm like going through and, this is what your strategy should be. This is, and things like that. Yeah. And I can give you guys referrals. I've never had anybody said that they did not think that it was not worth it. So, of course, I'm a little biased, but yeah, I think, like I do tell people, even if you don't hire me as a coach, having a PLO coach to just give you a better perception and a better perspective on when to get value out of hands, when to do bluff calling, what tendencies are, things like that, or even like positional places in tournaments and things of that nature. So, yeah, it is the Madhouse. I'm not from Finland, still from the EU. Yeah, that's the Madhouse. Matter of fact, right now. So, yep, that's the Madhouse. Well, I've got 5 more minutes, guys. So you guys got five minutes of questions with the professor. So, let's see here. But yeah, I like the fact that I'm getting somebody from Russia. I appreciate you tuning in, man. What part of Russia are you from? This is one thing I love about the internet. I'm here in the United States. You're over there in Russia. Our countries might be at war here pretty soon. Hopefully not. I pray not. That would be a fucking disaster. That'd be absolutely terrible. But in any case, and we're able to like communicate. I just think it's such a fucking beautiful world, man, that we live in. I don't know. I get sentimental about that shit. Because it's like, what a great time to live in. Now, on the flip side, though, I was watching a YouTube channel last night where this guy was doing, like, the slums of fucking Hong Kong, and, like, people living in fucking, like, a 6-foot by 5-foot area, like, and paying $250 a month in fucking rent. I was just like, God damn. Like, what? Like, it's like slavery right there, Like, people living there for like 10 years and shit. Like, we live in a great world where I can communicate with a Russian on Thanksgiving Day, but yet we live in a world where there's that dynamic diversity of huge poverty. It's like, oh wow. I guess I'm grateful I'm on this side of it. I don't think that's anything to feel bad about. Like, I'm gonna be ashamed of it. Where does this piece go? So about 2 more minutes. Hello, Ed. How are you doing, sir? Central Russia, there will be no war. Thank God. I completely agree. But yeah, 2 more minutes, guys. I'm actually going to call it a little early. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. I appreciate it, though. But yeah, going to give it another, I guess, 1 more minute. I'm going to shut down my puzzle room and show you what my routine is, if you will. Because we have so many different lights. This is a light that my daughter insisted on installing. Not in the middle of the room, but it has a moonlight. So yeah. The great revolutionary Lenin was born in my city. Have you heard? Well, no. But there goes our time. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I might be on later on. Play smart, everybody. And run like a god.